Everyone has a wall at home, but did you know that you can actually use a single wall to help your swing from start to finish, right, Martin?
Yes, you can. There's going to be 5 stations to take you through today. I mean, sometimes I'll use more, but today we're going to use 5, Blair, to show people what they could do and why should they do it. I mean, why does indoor practice matter? My friend Rob Neal, the sports scientist, said, look, you have to understand this. For change to happen, you need number of correct repetitions. It doesn't have to be golf balls hit. In fact, a lot of times just hitting golf balls doesn't change the golf swing. So 5 things we're going to do with a wall to help the people watching this play better golf. And the first one, of course, starts with the setup. So, Blair, I want you to put the toe of the club just right against the wall there at the setup. Now, really important, I think, when you set up, that you just get the sense that a line that would run across your shoulders, a line that would run across your arms, a line that would run across your kneecaps would be about parallel to the surface of that wall. I think that's a big deal.
I can see that. Good visual.
And, you know, gosh, an awful lot of people set up with the trail, with the lead shoulder pulled away. I don't like that at all. You're going to slice it from there. So again, just bring the club head back here, and I want you to sort of sneak up on that wall, get the toe of the club on that wall. So step 1 in this 5-step process, you want to get the line that would run across your shoulders, the line that would run across your arms, the line that would run across your legs, about parallel to the surface of the wall. And sort of part of step 1 as well is understanding that the swing is not straight back, straight through. The swing would not go up that wall. It absolutely wouldn't. It would arc gradually inwards and upwards away from the wall.
Yes.
So when it's about parallel to the ground, it's about parallel to the wall. But if you can get set up properly and get it started properly, that would be very, very helpful.
You'll be on your way.
You will be on your way. So that would be step 1. Step 2, let me deal with step 2. Let's talk about what could you do to know if you were in a really good spot when you finish the backswing. I'm a big fan of width at the top of the swing, and this is one of my favorite drills. I turn the club upside down if I'm indoors, because otherwise Mrs. Hall tells me off for hitting the wall. I'm going to put my lead foot against the wall. This is step 2. Lead foot's going to be against the wall. I'm going to make a backswing. Head's going to stay down. Shoulders are going to turn. Same setup I just demonstrated. And I'm going to have some trail arm fold and some wrist cock. And I'm waiting for that club to just hit the wall. Now that gives me width but hinge. Ooh, that's lovely. I've got width but hinge when I hit that wall, and I can actually see a monitor there. I like the shoulder turn, I like the trail arm fold, I like the wrist cock, and that would be a good place for anybody to get to. How much should you cock your wrists? About that. That would be really, really good. So that would be to the top. So we've
Great checkpoint.
Yeah, well, it's good habits to get into with golf, and we're all, you know, we're all a habit. The golf swing we have, it's just a habit we've developed over such a long time. So we've got a setup drill. We've got a takeaway drill. How about a start down drill? I'm going to show it to you, and then you're going to do this start down drill. And I'm actually going to turn my back on my camera guy here. So the start down drill, I'm going to set about a foot away from the wall. I can't make a backswing because the wall is in the way. Can't make a backswing, so I have to cheat the backswing a bit. I'm going to lift the club straight up and put it on my trail shoulder. I'm going to turn, and now I'm going to touch the wall. Now here's the bit with the start down drill. Very good to find the backswing actually. But I want to see, can I at least move the legs a little bit without pressuring the wall? Get that separation between the hips and the shoulders, or some people call it the pelvis and the thorax, whatever you want to call it, the lower and the upper. And actually leave the club in the air as the lower body moves. So I want you to sort of start that one for me. You'll stand pretty close to the wall.
Right here?
That'd be great. You're going to lift the club and put it on your shoulder.
Okay.
Now you're going to turn, and you're going to stretch out and touch that wall. Now, for a lot of people, that feels like a lot of width. I don't know if that feels more width for you, more turn, more something. It
feels just about right. Good turn.
Feels just about right. Now, I want you to see if you can move your feet and you shift your weight, turn your hips just a bit. You won't be able to move them that far. Some people would call that the X-factor stretch, coined by Jim McLean. What a great way to practice that at home, though, and feel the lead side of that body leading the way into the downswing.
Feels like a good power move to me.
Well said.
Love
indeed.
That.
It is a power move. So let's move on to step 4 now, which would be the impact drill. So what have we got there? Recapping at this point, we've got setup, where you face the wall, where you let the club arc inwards away from the wall. We've got the top of the swing, where you touch the wall. We've got the swing where you start down with the lower body. So you can see there's a progression here. I'm building it. Now, where would we want to be at impact? Some people talk about an impact position. Not so keen on that. I think there's a position we can look at on video. Beep, freeze frame it on video. It's a good checkpoint. But this is really worthwhile practicing. Take a golf ball, put it maybe 6 inches away from the wall. And I want to get what I call wall before ball. Wall before ball. I want the knuckles of my lead hand to touch the wall, or the back of my lead hand, actually not even the knuckles, more my wristwatch, I would say, actually raised wrist bone, to quote Ben Hogan. I want the wrist to get to the wall before the ball. So I want it to be wall before ball.
Okay.
That gives me a really good feel for where I should be at contact, about there, that the hands are leading. So I want you to try that one.
Okay.
It's wall before ball. We're going to go to the top. Just in case you're interested, we're not actually trying to hit the ball here, just telling you, just saying, had to say it. Down we come. Ooh. We're going to be wall before ball, and you'll feel the hands are leading there. For a lot of people, that's a real shock. You don't have to take much of a backswing there, but it's a real shock for people to know that, oh my goodness, you mean the hands should be that far forwards at impact? Yes, they should.
Feels good.
Good players have their hands with their irons about over their lead foot when the club is collecting the ball. And so wouldn't it be easy to think there, well, it's all done now. We got it set up properly. We got to the top properly. We started down properly. We got to impact properly. It's all done. No.
Not just yet.
Not just yet. There's one more that I have found is so important. It's sort of a little bit of finishing school here.
Okay.
There's a point after impact where the shaft is going to be about 45 degrees to the ground. It's not parallel to the ground. It's not what I'd call vertical to the ground. The shaft's going to be about 45 degrees to the ground. I want you to find the distance in your swing from the wall where that would be the case. Now, here's the key. I want you to take the toe end of the club. Do you see the part of the club I'm touching there? I want my cameraman here, Ollie, to come in. Come in, Ollie. Trusty Ollie. That's the toe end of the club there. I want the toe end of the club to be touching the wall like that. Now, why do I want that? So the face is closing. That reduces any chance, really, of hitting a slice of the ball. Probably induces a bit of a draw. So what we've got there is 5 things you can do with the wall. How would I suggest you do it? Maybe walk into the setup 5 times, then do the top of the backswing 5 times, then do the start down 5 times, then do impact 5 times, and then do that sort of that finishing school, that post-impact move 5 times. And if you keep running a cycle in that, you keep running that cycle, you will ingrain that in your system. And yes, you can change your golf swing doing that, and I would suggest you do. So using a wall at home, really helpful, can really change some habits, and when you get out and hit some balls, you're going to see those golf balls taking off a lot more like you would want them to.
Very helpful, and there's absolutely no excuse for you all at home to not do some indoor practice, right?
That's
all right,
right.
Great stuff, and hope that this helps you practice anytime, anywhere. For more great tips, subscribe to Golf Channel on YouTube, and make sure to watch School of Golf.